and do like what we in Tobago did. I shouldn't say we, what they did in Tobago. Right now, Tobago people balling, if I coulda, if I shoulda, if they didn't know, they, well, 20 of them crying out now. The same Trinidad that he wanting Tobago business, he coming to take Tobago party to go and carry it in Trinidad. They should run his tail from every district that he goes to. Aisha, they send home about 16 people from one department to in the THC. So if Trinidadians know what good for them, and he getting support from the same people, the same woman who said put Vicine in water for Trinidadians, back up from there too, because part of his party make up with the same forwards. So all the better be careful down there. Aisha, right now, Watson depending on the PSA people, his concubines in Trinidad, to push for the vote, to get the public servants in Trinidad to vote for him. That is why he's basing the PSA building every God blessed day. He's not a PSA member anymore. He's not the president. What is he doing there?
Very, very good question, All right, so my live is back up. Get ready to get on the live. We're back up and running. Caller, you live.
Hi, I say good evening.
Good evening, my darling.
How you do, girl? How you do?
I'm good, thanks for asking. How are you?
Girl, how good at Tobago, yeah. So, I say, if Trinidadians know what good for them, you get know what good for them. If they try to put, like how you say, crapo smoking Tobagonian pipe, if Trinidadians know what's good for them, my God. I say it have people coming by me after the election. They come in from the gate, they dance up, they bring up, they all kind of things. The same people coming now and say, I lose my job.
Same people?
I'll tell you, listen what happened. Some people in URP. First, I want to ask you a question. What is the purpose of URP?
It's an unemployment relief program. It's a temporary arrangement.
All right. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to be with. After 2 weeks after the election, they call a meeting with the URP people and tell them who have subjects go on their side and who have no subjects come on the side. Most embarrassing thing that ever happened to some people. And I say, in Tobago, secretary putting the outside woman in high position, brother bringing the brother and put the brother on board. And we have a position in Tobago where you call her independent director. You ever hear that?
I've never heard of that before.
Well, they now get that. They shut down a whole section of a division. A whole section of a division. Form a new section. And they know where they're cussing and say Trinidad and Nigeria. It's alleged that they bring a man from UNC to run the show. Even director or what you call it, the project manager in the section. And I said these people are the same people. Mr. Watson Duke was saying, don't bring Tobago on here. Don't bring Trinidad on here. PNM is a Trinidad party and blah, blah, blah. And Trinidad people don't like me. Oh, come here. Even somebody, the CTO, or somebody was to come here to play up something and say, you only come in Tobago and make a life by living hell. Now, Aisha, I am telling Trinidadian, Afro-Trinidadian, please, all you be careful. In Tobago right now, people say, if I did know, if I coulda, if I woulda, and pray enough for the next 44 years to finish, to get back with them. But, Aisha, I warning Trinidad and young people in Trinidad, they're targeting all you have to say that, all you have no sense. That is the same man who said people in Roxborough. I mean, I'm saying they can't read, listen good. Does not read papers and listen to the news. Good day, Aisha.
Thank you.
Keep your good work going, please. I'm begging all you, please, in Trinidad. Oh, God, I beg you, please. I'm a Tobagonian and I'm living in Tobago.
I know you know.
Please,
I know you know. I know.
Right now I'm talking to you and on the knees, begging all you. If I don't know, what good for you? If you vote for what you do. Crapo will smoke all the pipe. You will crapo to find it.
Thank you.
I switch to radio now to listen to you. How long I haven't put on my stereo. But they stop. Let the UNC fanatics and all them trolls understand that they can never stop us from uniting. We are going to be united and we are going to still listen to Aisha Wells on the radio. Let the radio cut, or you cut the radio too. Cut off the radio. Even if you know you have to go in front of the radio station and listen to Aisha on a mic we come into.
You're not easy at all. Caller, you live?
Yeah, hello again, Aisha. You know, we partner with us, Sandy, who just spoke about, you know, the support that they would get. That is really the problem in Trinidad and Tobago and the world at large, you know. You know, the amount of undiscerning, you know, I don't want to say dunce, but they have no mind for the future. Imagine all what taking place in Tobago, not making news. You understand? It's not being reported in live stream media on a tit-for-tat, ball-by-ball basis as how they does deal with this government. And then under that cloak of non-disclosure, the morass that taking place, they're going to perpetuate. And they don't send them on down here, as the brother say, is who really will gravitate towards that, you know. If you understand, I just call them kind of like traitors because they would have a futuristic kind of thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The lines are open. We continue to take your calls. What is your thoughts? The PDP is in Tobago. They're walking right now, giving out jerseys. The launch is on Sunday. What's your thoughts? Caller, you live?
Yeah, so it's so ironic, that when people get into power, Aisha Wells,
I'm here, lover.
When people get into power, different government change, they change up things. So when this all the them sicko fan coming now and talking this nonsense, this is a democratic country. Why last time Obi London mentioned certain things, people get fired left, right, and centered.
Caller, you live? Caller, you live? Interesting indeed. You're lucky I catch on to your lead. Caller, you live? Caller, you live?
Yes, Alex, I'm still on now talk there. If them is the African case that I'm still right through the place. Thank you.
All right, Uncle, go with God. Caller, you live?
Very good day, Aisha. Aisha, I hope Afro-Trinidadians do not put God off their thoughts and gravitate toward this man, you know. Aisha, you know what I seen? I seen deja vu again, you know. I remember the ILP, the Green Party on the Jack Austin one. Aisha, anybody remember the ILP?
Let me tell you what I'm hearing now, because people messaging me and they're sending me pictures. They say he's approaching social media influencers, he's approaching radio personalities, he's approaching famous people to get them to run as candidates in the party. That's what I'm hearing.
Aisha, this is basically ILP 2.0 all over again, you know. This is basically the same playbook from Austin Jack Warner. And everybody know Austin Jack Warner ILP is an offshoot of the UNC. So basically what we're seeing here, the PDP is an offshoot of the UNC too. It's a B team. And look where they're coming. You go in the regional corporation. Now, we know that Sam Musin is MP of that area. But I remember it's local government election, so it's a PNM one area. So understand the semantics being played out here. And what listen to Mr. Archer, you know. Because what you hear in Tobago is not nice at all. Right? All I want to... I show you. You know what they give him Mr. Anthony? Then you know they call him Mr. Anthony. There's the menace. So all you call Tracy Sutton, they were some tricky Tracy, or you want to give the man, or you want to give the new political leader a kind of disparaging nickname. What is wrong with these people? I shall watch out, be careful,
You know what I can't believe, Aisha?
But I am
There's a young lady
all over again.
of East Indian descent. Some people, young people that follow politics blindly or something. You know, I am speaking to her, hold a nice dialogue about politics. And I just try to judge her memory concerning, Aisha, could you remember when the UNC purchased BMX Pacific Blue bicycles for the police to ride and none hit the streets? Wasted taxpayers' money. You know the young girl, can you remember that? What could you call the bicycle that remain in the containers and the police have never ride it on the road? Millions was wasted. Who could remember that?
Caller, you're live.
And remember?
Aisha Wells, good afternoon, cuteness.
Good afternoon, dear.
Yes, the pharmacist. Another fan in St. James, he look on, listen. Aisha girl, so Watson on the corridor where he is? Where he launching?
They said he's launching in Barataria. That's where the office is. But they say right now he walking in Santa Cruz. He up in the back of Santa Cruz.
Right. Didn't I tell you all about this? And I was scoffed at and PNM people was vexed with me. It is simple. Watson Duke Aisha is sent out there as a decoy by the UNC financiers and the UNC hierarchy. This is the ILP and COP again. What he is going out on the corridor in the 5 marginals to do, now it could be conquered by the PNM. But the PNM have to focus on the marginal constituency, Sandy Grande. Whoever wins Sandy Grande wins the corridor. We cannot place our faith in Tobago 2 seats anymore. What he is doing, they're putting him out there as a decoy because of the 14-1 victory in Tobago, Aisha. They're putting him to pull 2,000 to 2,500 votes. And so long as he pull those votes in PNM households, the Afro base, in these marginal constituencies, because the UNC polling divisions in those marginal constituencies do not move. It do not change. It do not shift. And the UNC will run through the middle. It is a old formula. And it could be template. It could be it's not too late for the PNM to start strategizing. And this is what I'm saying. Although PNM is governing for all Aisha Wells, politics is not a tea party. It is not a cake sale. It's civilized war. You cannot do nothing in opposition, but just help pass legislation for your constituencies and your community. And the UNC understand that. They are about party and they are about party and their community, not nation. So all I'm saying against Andy Aisha is that Watson Duke is going out there as a spoiler. Mr. Jack Austin Warner did it and he was successful. Just to pull 2,500 votes in, let me call the constituency before I leave. Soko Sandy Grande, Lahokata Talparo, Tuna Puna, St. Joseph, and Maruga, Tableland, and San Fernando West. And the PNM has to sit down because they are intellectuals like Aisha Wells and people who are there who know the politics. And people in the PNM who can conquer and temper Watson Duke move to be a spoiler and decoy. Thanks, Aisha Wells. Good program.
We're going to go back to some voice notes in a short while. Caller, you're live.
Hello, Aisha. Good evening.
How you doing, love?
Okay, thank you. Duke not doing THA work in Tobago. What they elect him for? He have nothing to do in Tobago, so he just getting money for doing nothing. I would like to know. So it's Fadi the big boy?
Apparently. Thank you so much.
Hi, sister. Good evening.
Hey, big brother. How are you?
Not too bad. Just tuning in by them.
Well, if you only know, 1 minute, don't say nothing else. If you only know who is the female talk show host running.
I heard you, the gem.
Boy, I ain't calling no name, you whistle.
Well, listen to me. I listened to her boss today, and she didn't show up because she actually court matter today for the protest in town. Right? So she and my TK had to go to court. And she said, I could represent myself. I could go and tell the magistrate that wasting time. And she boss man telling she know, because the boss man hire a lawyer for she. So I don't understand that. But the boss man singing one song, she singing what's it? And the boss man saying no. So the boss man, when she leave, the boss man was waiting for a man to come from Tobago. And when the boss man started outlining the problems Tobago having, the man started back off and back and, oh God, we could agree to disagree. We don't have to fight and argue. Now that, so you understand, there's a group of people, and St. James is quite right. There's a group of people that watching you. He can't do what Jack Warner did. But his attempt is to try to get as much as the African votes in certain as he outlined, and see if the UNC, who don't ever change the vote, will win. So the man who just call by a phone, say by a phone, them kind of people, because that is the ill that went down to the waterfront. That ain't thinking, because I jumped in a taxi yesterday and a man saying, oh, the job is what take out blacks. And I'm saying, how you come up with that theory? I know blacks say he was on some painkillers and he take it for 2 or 3 years, but he shouldn't. So you understand the illiteracy, because they're looking for the state to hand out something. There's a group of African people who say no and following that same lady. So we have to get together sooner than later and point them out. You see like how you cut them off? Imagine the man from the Beatum call them for last program and they cut him off for it was. And Wall Street calls. Wall Street have a name for them. They cut you off and all. So they say that they ban here, but you can't call and criticize them there. Mm-hmm. So why they must call to criticize here? So it's war, and I like how you're fighting the war. Black people, they wake up, If all they get them that seat, I tell them my grandmother, leave my other piece of land in Vincent. I still could go there. If all they want to go Chile and Antonia into India, that's all their choice. Right? Because we have some people to make some jail. And by all how they can have no intention of making no jail. So they prefer pay. Imagine have a man on a rape charge or alleged rape. But the Prime Minister, they wanted to give the Prime Minister the same matter. They bring a lady from Tobago, he come in the Parliament and tell me that. But nobody ain't singing his song, eh? He's a good fella. But they wake up now, please. Because if you notice, the men who call it, that was singing for the past week, People that come out and march and they push back 4, push back 5. So they're trying to rail out as much people to get. Everyone come out in only thousands. You understand the logic? Because they have no election to win. They have nothing. So the only thing is to try to get people roused up that the government not buy, the food price going up, and you have to pay property tax. So start enjoying. The black people they wake up sooner than later,
Thank you.
We will die.
Every line in the studio is lit. Let's see who's there. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Good evening. How are you going?
Hi, good love.
Okay, there's a guy who is sitting at the top of the parliament that have a child named Grant already. You know about that man?
You don't know nothing about that. Go home. You go home. You're not in the right place. Thank you so much. Just mischievous. You calling to tell me what? Don't call here. Next. Too sickening, man. You calling to look my cuss. Caller, you live. Lucky I ain't cussy tail,
I sir, let me tell you something. I telling you, I'm calling out all that had PNM. Let us stand up like Dr. Rowley. Please, I'm begging all you. Let us stand up by Dr. Rowley, see what's going on in this place. Let us stand up by our Prime Minister. The odds is against him, but we have to stand up. And the way we have to stand up is to be truthful to him. You understand? I saying it, I head in the way. Okay, Aisha. Right.
Hi, good afternoon, Sister Aisha and all listeners. Sister Aisha, the person that spoke about the 5 marginal, he is right on point. And yet again, Maruga Tableland going to be the decider. They didn't listen to us the last local election. They didn't listen to us for the general election. All right, so they keep using us as the scapegoat. Right, so they have enough time to get itself in order.
Aisha, don't bother with that fella who now calling and talking about over London fire people left, right and center, you know. I know that guy very good. He always talking a pack of crap. Always walking up. I don't know if he get paid already. Always talking a pack of crap.
A blessed evening, Miss Aisha.
Caller, you live.
A blessed evening, Miss Aisha.
Blessed evening.
Yes, you know, it's funny. According to my scripture, only the victim is suffering right now because the rotten judiciary wouldn't bring people to court, charged with people, offenses against people. I'm talking about Mr. Watson Duke, but he running in Trinidad to talk about he launching party to win votes. I want to tell Mr. Duke, you have a duty as Deputy Chief Secretary, and you have an office in the Tobago House of Assembly. Up to now, you ain't reaching that office, Mr. Duke, but you open an office in Trinidad and Tobago to campaign. I wonder how you getting paid, Mr. Farley. Tell Trinidad and Tobago how Mr. Watson Duke is getting paid. Thank you very much.
Caller, you live.
Yes, I want to know Trinidad. They go down and live in Trinidad. Anyway, or else that you come there, or else run him. I will waiting for it to cover with. Waiting for it to cover with. Waiting on him. Thank you.
Aisha Wells, good afternoon again. Good evening. Good evening, Aisha Wells.
Go ahead, love.
Yeah, Aisha Wells, you hear the breaking news? All charges have been dropped against Marley McDonald.
You lie.
Yes, all charges. All charges have been dropped against Marley McDonald and the Caliber Foundation. Aisha Wells, again, Martin, and this thing since Frankie Khan and knock shoulders with him. It's not about Watson Duke winning any marginal seats. It is about him picking up crucial Vex PNM votes and the UNC running through the middle. But it could be tempered and conquered with what PNM is doing right now. But getting their boots on the ground. People like Aisha West, Amaruga Tableland. What we have to do after this local election here is start selecting a candidate that the people want in Maruga Tableland. That's a crucial seat. It must be an MP that the people want and not an MP that is imposed on them. And let them start working 3 years. We cannot place our faith on the 2 seats in Tobago anymore. It's about him. It's about him picking up 22,025 votes. And as I say, UNC running through the middle because their polling divisions don't move. And I said, well,
I'm looking for the thing. I'm looking for the article on Miss McDonald. Where you found it?
I heard the news on the competitor just now on the 6 o'clock news. All the DPP have dropped all the charges.
Okay, I'm looking for it now.
Right, so PNM people just wake up. We have to open voices. No, who Vex lost? Thanks, Aisha.
Thank you so much. So I'm looking for it now. On The Guardian, actually. And I haven't seen anything as yet. Caller, you live.
Hi, Aisha, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I said that guy just spreading is one charge against Marley McDonald dismissed. One charge. That's all the PNM propaganda. That's one charge alone. She's facing the rest of charges.
You said bacchanalists, you know.
You're a sycophant.
Get off the radio. Let me look and see. I'm trying to find the article. Caller, you live.
Yeah, Aisha. Good day.
Good day, darling.
I know I heard some news about that thing too with Miss Malmud, and congratulations to her.
You didn't even send me nothing.
Aisha, but listen to me, Aisha. You see what the last caller there saying, James, he is correct. I think the PNM need to focus on certain critical seats, but I will also include Samuel Bartaya. We have to get our seat in Aisha. In the next general election, people saying that it is UNC, but if we do her now, we have to get at least 12,000 vote in that area so we can take that seat. We can't focus too much on those two Tobago seats because apparently Tobago, certain Tobago, like they have a problem with Champa Kojo and Ayana Webster, two hard-working MPs in those two seats there. They want to get rid of them people. And Watson Duke is writing is paying his critical quarter Jap or Simona. Right? It is basically a UNCB team. If people cannot see that, well, too bad for them. But I am seeing right through that. It is an avocado party, Aisha. It's green, but it's yellow on the inside. You have a good day, Aisha.
Remember, that's my baby. So much confusion.
Well said, caller. Go to the head of the class. Give the people what they want. An MP that they deserve, that they believe that would make a big difference in their community. Don't choose someone because you are the person friend or anything like that. Give the people of Murugan, because I know comments as well work. That MP does work. Even Beckers does work. That is MPs. Give the people what they want.
I'm almost out of here. Caller, you live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha.
Good afternoon.
Aisha, they cannot send you anything because what this guy talking is bullshit.
You with your sickening self. Is how we calling from 10 different phone and disguising the voice.
Yes, good afternoon again, Sister Aisha. I want the PNM to see within the Moruga table and especially the New Grant area how many votes they have lost within the last couple of elections. Whether they do a survey on that.
Caller, you live.
Good evening, Aisha.
How you doing, my love?
These people talking about Moruga, you know, Ramona, they moved Ramona from her post and they put somebody new. And you know, the people went and vote for who the same person, they move. They vote for that person who they put there. So you see how these people just vote for the people, regardless of what. Ramona was a worker in UNC. Kamala moved her and put whoever she wanted to put. And it just went out there and they vote for the people. But it's only we that be making a sort of fuss. We voting for that one because this one, this and this. It's time we have to stop that stupidness. Right? They put there as a player regardless of what. These people don't throw away the people. That is sure. It's only we that be throwing away people. We always voting vex. I mean, there are no vote vex. You always had 18 seats regardless of what. Ramona, they move Ramona and put somebody else, and the people went out there and vote for the people who they put there. We're talking about Table and Maruga and Table and Maruga. If they move somebody and they put somebody, why all they go and vote for them? They ain't doing that.
Thank you so much. All the best. Let me say thank you to Rasta Jenny. Sister Jenny just sent me the article. I've been searching for it. Oh, it's on Newsday. And I am the Guardian looking. Thank you, Sister Jenny. So the article is by Jada Lutu. 3 hours ago, and it says DPP drops misbehavior charge against ex-minister Marlene McDonald. DPP Roger Gaspard SC has discontinued one, not all, but one, of the charges against former government minister Marlene McDonald. At a virtual hearing on Thursday, Gaspard told Chief Magistrate Maria Busby Earl Cadell of this development. The notice of discontinuance of the charge of misbehavior in public office was dated on March 25th and was made according to the DPP's powers under Sections 90 of the Constitution, which allows him to discontinue any criminal proceeding undertaken by him or anyone else at any stage before judgment is delivered. McDonald is still before the courts, however, on 6 charges: 3 of conspiracy to defraud, 2 of misbehaving in public office, and 1 of money laundering. 4 others, her longtime companion Michael Carew, contractors Wayne Anthony and Victor McCrane, and Edgar Zefgrin, a former chairman of the National Commission for Self-Help, is also still before the court on various charges of conspiracy to defraud and money laundering. So, let me just cut it short to let you guys know that 1 of the charges against her was dropped. Not all. She still has 6 more to answer before the court. So thanks for the information, bro. I guess you saw the headline and you didn't read the article. I have 2 more minutes to go. My countdown is on. Caller, you live.
I sure need an apology now. Apologize to me now for that.
Why apologizing to you for?
Apologizing to me on a fraud. On a fraud.
Come off the radio now, man. Like they send you to harass my soul or what? And the thing is, he calling from 10 different number, people. You can't trace him to block him. Okay, so I have a minute to go. How are we going to end this show? Who wants to be the final call? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Let's go.
Peter, these people had a day. Well, now it's time for Stalin to play. Peter, wait, I say Peter, wait. Peter, look, Ian Smith by the day. Money. Peter, I don't want you to make fuss.
Take us home.
Clearly you can see there's a new crew aboard, eh? They're using different voices, using different people. There's a new crew abroad. And of course, I could well imagine a million of different phones as well. So, do the same applies when they come on. Get rid of them because they're terribly annoying and disrespectful. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, Queen. Final caller, you're live.
Yeah, Aisha. Yeah, I read it and I was going to send it there for you, But she have a couple more to answer to. And let me see how that plays out. And it brings me back to EMBD. And why this? I keep asking that question. Why does Watson Duke just presenting himself for representation? Do like Marlene and them and step aside and tell him name clear, man, because
I'm going to cut off now. I'm out of here until tomorrow, people. Love you. Bye.
You don't deal with the Fuhrer.